Greetings, Philadelphians. Well, hope you're having a good Thanksgiving Eve, I guess. So anyway, our look at the Sixth Doctor era continues with the Two Doctors. And it's not an anniversary special. They just decided to have the Sixth Doctor and the Second Doctor team up. So anyway, here we go. The Second Doctor and Jamie McCrimmon land the TARDIS aboard Space Station Camera in the Third Zone on a mission for the Time Lords, who have also installed a teleport control on the TARDIS. The Doctor explains that the station is a research facility and that they have to talk to Dastari, the head of projects. Extragum cook Shagai drugs the meals of the station's scientists. The Doctor tells Dastari that the Time Lords want the time experiments of Cards and Raymer stopped. The Doctor warns that the distortions from the Cards and Raymer experiments are on the verge of threatening the fabric of time, but Dastari refuses to order them to cease, accusing the Time Lords of not wanting another race to discover the secrets of time travel. Gee, you think? Dastari and the others collapse from the drugged meals. Chisen, an Agdragum technologically augmented to Mega Genius levels, lowers the station's defenses to allow the Centaurans to attack. Jamie sees the Doctor appear to die after he is taken by the Centaurans. Inside the TARDIS, the Sixth Doctor has a vision of a second incarnation being put to death. Since he's still alive, he's concerned that he may have died in the past and only exists now as a temporal anomaly. He decides to consult his old friend Dastari to see if he can help. The Doctor and Perry arrive on the station and find no signs of life. The station computer demands that the Doctor leave and, when he refuses, try to kill him and Perry by depressurizing the passageway. The Doctor manages to open a hatch and drag his unconscious companion through to another section. The Doctor discovers Dastari's day journal and the Time Lord's objections to the Cards-Raymer experiments. In Spain, Chisen, Shakai, and Centauran, Major Varl, take possession of Hycindia by killing its aged owner, Donna Arana. Dastari and the Centauran group Marshal Stike carry an unconscious Second Doctor towards the Hycindia. Perry is attacked by a humanoid in rags. The Sixth Doctor and Perry find that Perry's attacker was Jamie, who has been hiding all the while. Under hypnosis, Jamie tells the Sixth Doctor that the Centaurans killed the Second Doctor. The Sixth Doctor explains to Jamie and Perry that what Jamie saw was an illusion designed to make people believe the Doctor was dead and not investigate further. He theorizes that the Centaurans also kidnapped Dastari, and he is the only biogeneticist in the galaxy who could isolate the symbiotic nuclei that gives Time Lords the molecular stability to travel through time. Okay. The Sixth Doctor puts himself into a telepathic trance to determine where his past incarnation is being held. He narrows it down to the Seville area, where the Centauran spaceship landed. Dastari reveals his plan to dissect the Second Doctor's cell structure to isolate his symbiotic nuclei and give them to Chisen. The Second Doctor protests that her barbaric androgam nature, coupled with the ability to time travel, will mean that there will be no limit to her evil. Finding the Hycindia, Perry interrupts the operation. Sneaking to the cellar, the Sixth Doctor examines the Cards-Raymer module, a prototype time machine modeled on Time Lord technology, explaining to Jamie how it works. The Centaurans overhear him. Outside, Shakai knocks Perry out and brings her back to the Cyndia kitchen. Really? Stike threatens to kill Jamie unless the Sixth Doctor gets into the module and primes it with a symbiotic print, and the Doctor does so. The Sixth Doctor primes the module, and he and Jamie escape the Centaurans. Yeah, I guess? Chisen has a contingency plan after discovering the involvement of two Time Lords. She asks Dastari to implant the Second Doctor with some of Shakai's genetic material, turning the Doctor into an androgam. They also intend to eliminate the Centaurans. Okay. Chisen interrupts Shakai when he attempts to cook an unconscious Perry, and stuns him so that Dastari can remove his genetic material. The Sixth Doctor revives Perry and tells Jamie and her that what he revealed to the Centaurans was not true. He had lied because he heard Stike approaching. The machine works for the Doctor, but will not for them because the Doctor has taken the Brow nebulizer. Whatever the hell that is. Before they can release the Second Doctor and escape the Hycindia, Shakai shows up with Perry. The story has implanted the second Doctor with the 50% Androgum inheritance, and when Shock-Eye wakes in a rage, he finds the kindred spirit and the transformed Doctor. They decide to go into town to sample the local cuisine. Testari lures the Centaurans into the cellar, where Ch'Sen attacks them. Varl is killed, but Stike manages to escape. He tries to use the module, but without the nebulizer, it severely burns him. Stike staggers towards his battlecraft, forgetting about the self-destruct Varl had set. The ship explodes. Boom. The Sixth Doctor, Perry, and Jamie follow the Second Doctor into Seville, hoping to cure him before the change becomes complete. Testari and Ch'Sen are also looking for them, knowing that unless the Second Doctor undergoes a stabilizing operation, he will eventually reject the Androgum transfusion. The Second Doctor and Shock-Eye go to a Las Cadenas restaurant ordering gargantuan amounts of food. When the restaurant's owner Oscar demands that they pay, Shock-Eye fatally stabs Oscar, just as the Sixth Doctor and the others arrive. Shock-Eye leaves the Second Doctor, who slowly reverts to normal. Yay! As they leave the restaurant, Ch'Sen and Testari appear, taking them back to the Hycendia at gunpoint. Ch'Sen and Testari find the nebulizer on the module missing, and the Sixth Doctor tells them how he primed the machine for Stike. To test the truth of the Doctor's claim, they replace the nebulizer and send Perry on a trip on the module. The Sixth Doctor, however, confirms to the Second Doctor that the nebulizer is sabotaged with a thin interface layer so it would work once for Perry. The Sixth Doctor frees himself and goes to save Jamie from being eaten by Shock-Eye in the kitchen. He encounters Shock-Eye in the kitchen, and the Androgum wounds him with a knife. Shock-Eye pursues him through the grounds. The Doctor ambushes Shock-Eye, covering his head with Oscar's butterfly net, and pressing the cyanide-soaked cotton wool to his face, killing him. Justine sees the Doctor's blood and starts licking it. Blech. Testari realizes that no matter how augmented she may be, Ch'Sen is still an Androgum, and decides to free the Second Doctor, Perry, and Jamie. When Ch'Sen sees this, she shoots and kills Testari. She tries to shoot the Second Doctor and Perry, but Jamie throws her knife at her wrist, making her drop the gun. Ch'Sen goes into the module, hoping to escape, but the sabotaged module explodes, killing her. The Second Doctor uses the Stadenheim remote control to summon his TARDIS. As the Sixth Doctor and Perry make their way back to their own TARDIS, the Doctor tells her that from now on, it will be a healthy vegetarian diet for both of them. Yeah, I wonder how long that's going to last. Anyway, let's look at the production of this episode. Working titles for the story included the Craiglon inheritance and the Androgum inheritance. Robert Holmes, a vegetarian, wrote the serial as an allegory about meat eating, hunting, and butchering. Androgum is an anagram of gourmand. Elements from Robert Holmes' aborted project, The Six Doctors, were carried over to this story as the production subtitles for the DVD release reveal. Holmes' original brief from producer John Nathan Turner was to write a serial taking place in New Orleans, involving the Centaurans, the Second Doctor, and Jamie, but the setting had to be changed to Spain instead when the expected funding for a location filming in the United States fell through. Holmes was particularly disappointed that much of the humor involving the differences between Britain and America was lost in the rewrite. The only hint we get of humor in this episode, the only hint we get of this humor is in episode 1, when the Sixth Doctor looks at Perry and says that Columbus, quote, has a lot to answer for. According to the DVD commentary track, location film was plagued by numerous small problems, including high heat that caused the makeup to melt, a three-day delay to replace Troughton and Pierce's wigs, which has somehow gotten lost in shipping, Carmen Gomez's refusal to wear a costume designed for her, and a local stuntman, the truck driver, who refused to perform his stunt as it had been choreographed. Pierce also says that she was a last-minute replacement for another, unspecified actress who had to drop out of the production. A film scene with Oscar and Anita in the olive grove was discovered to have been ruined by a scratch on the negative, so Saxon and Gomez, who were to return to England, had to be quickly brought back to Spain at considerable expense. This was the latest of a number of stories which included location filming outside the United Kingdom, starting with City of Death. Discounting the 1996 TV movie, which was produced entirely in Canada, and the 2007 episode Dogs in Manhattan, which included some second unit footage shot in New York City. Another regular series episode would not be substantially filmed outside of the UK until the fires of Pompeii, which was broadcast in 2008. During the transmission of the story, the news that the series would be put on hiatus for a year was announced. Much controversy still surrounds this period and action, but disputes over whether or not the series was facing cancellation outright at this stage, and the roles of various BBC officials such as BBC One controller Michael Grade and head of drama serials Jonathan Powell. This story marked the final appearance of Patrick Troughton as the Second Doctor and the final on-screen appearance of Fraser Hines as Jamie. The Second Doctor, appearing much older in this feature with noticeable grey hair, has been addressed in novelizations and audiobooks as there having been a significant amount of time passing between the War Games and the Second Doctor's regeneration in Spearhead from Space. So overall, I say this is a pretty unique episode, and yeah, again, it's not an anniversary special, but it's nice to see two Doctors from different periods in time teaming up and stuff like that. So yeah, so overall, I give the two Doctors 3 sonic screwdrivers out of 5. Well, join me next week as we take a look at Time Lash. So, until then, this is Hoovy and Queen saying, "Oh my Gideons! When I say run, run! I've a risk polarity in the neutron flow. Would you like a jelly baby? Fantastic! Allons-y! Geronimo!" Bows are cool, fezzes are cool, and Stetsons are cool.